see the joy you bring, and all I want to do is to serve you. I see the joy you bring, and all I want to do is to serve you. Savesham svasti bhavatu, Savesham shanti bhavatu, Savesham purnam bhavatu, Savesham mangalam bhavatu. I see the relief you give, and my tears of love are overflowing. I see the relief you give, and my tears of love are overflowing. Savesham svasti bhavatu, Savesham shanti bhavatu, Savesham purnam bhavatu, Savesham mangalam bhavatu. I see the fulfillment you bring, and I lay my gratefulness at your feet. I see the fulfillment you bring, and I lay my gratefulness at your feet. Savesham svasti bhavatu, Savesham shanti bhavatu, Savesham purnam bhavatu, Savesham mangalam bhavatu. I see the growth you inspire, and I am happy to be alive. I see the growth you inspire, and I am happy to be alive. Savesham svasti bhavatu, Savesham shanti bhavatu, Savesham purnam bhavatu, Savesham mangalam bhavatu. I see the growth you inspire, and I am happy to be alive. I see the growth you inspire, and I am happy to be alive. Savesham svasti bhavatu, Savesham shanti bhavatu, Savesham purnam bhavatu, Savesham mangalam bhavatu. I see the joy you bring, and all I joy you bring, and all I want to do is to serve you. Savesham svasti bhavatu, Savesham shanti bhavatu, Savesham purnam bhavatu, Savesham mangalam bhavatu. I see the relief you give, and my tears of love are overflowing. I see the relief you give, and my tears of love are overflowing. Savesham svasti bhavatu, Savesham shanti bhavatu, Savesham purnam bhavatu, Savesham mangalam bhavatu. I see the fulfillment you bring, and I lay my gratefulness at your feet. I see the fulfillment you bring, and I lay my gratefulness at your feet. Savesham svasti bhavatu, Savesham shanti bhavatu, Savesham purnam bhavatu, Savesham mangalam bhavatu. I see the growth you inspire, and I am happy to be alive. I see the growth you inspire, and I am happy to be alive. Savesham svasti bhavatu.
Hello, welcome back for all of you that was in the previous webinar, the One World Healing webinar, and welcome to all of you around the world, wherever you are, to join me in this next hour and a half webinar, the Wisdom and Awakening webinar. So before I start the webinar, I always like to just explain just very briefly the format of the webinar, so you actually know, for those people that's your first time, so you know what's happening in this webinar. So the first part of the webinar is my infusion. The first one I'll be doing is basically the infusion to basically awaken your divine nature, your highest self. So in that process, I'll be bringing the aspect of your body and mind, the consciousness at that level. I'm going to bring that and to meet your soul, and that basically has the effect of creating a remembrance of your highest ancient self and all the benefits that comes from that. And then the middle part will be my talk, and I'll be answering your questions as well, try my best to answer them. And the final part of the webinar, I'll be doing the Meet the Divine transmission. Yeah, basically what that is in short, I bring your spirit or your soul to actually to have a meeting with the source. So it becomes a divine meeting. So the benefit of that is you start to experience, or you can remember that connection with the source, where we originally came from, and that basically awakens love, energy, and that sense of fulfillment and purpose in you, and that deep happiness in you. So that's why I do that transmission. So anyway, that's enough explaining for me. So let us start with the awakening transmission. So all you have to do is just close your eyes, and just feel yourself receive the transmission. Okay. I'm going to start off by just cleansing your energy field and just raising your vibration. Okay, I'm going to now just shift your energy, your essence. Just going to bring it towards your soul. I'm going to just merge your essence, become one with your spirit. Notice how you feel when you connect with your spirit, your soul. Feel that deep tranquility inside you. Feel that lightness. In a moment, you're going to gently open your eyes. Never forget, the connection with your ancient spirit or soul within you as you journey through life. You can gently open your eyes now, and we'll end the transmission. Have a stretch. So the next part is my talk. And in this talk, I like to share some insight into how to close the gap between having the knowledge, the knowledge of how to be healthy and happy and peaceful, to bringing that knowledge and closing the gap between that knowledge and getting the result or the experience, the actual reality in our life. The reason why I want to share that talk is this. You see, I've shared in these series of webinars, teachings, in this wisdom and awakening webinars, and to all my other I guess you call it physical events like that. And I've shared all the tools, the understanding needed to get the job done. To get the job done means all the knowledge and the know-how to produce results in our lives. But I notice that even though what I'm teaching, the techniques and the understanding, I'm making it so simple and easy for everybody. Like you literally cannot make it more simple and easy to understand. And it's not just simple and easy to understand, but these tools and techniques, it actually works. It actually works. You know, it produces results. I know that. I've walked through this path myself already, and I've seen many of my students get results. Many. So, but then I see also many that don't get results. Like when I say don't get results, I mean like I don't see much transformation, like long term. Like everyone who comes to my event and my webinar, I see the transformation beginning and before and after in terms of the physical events I can see, and the live webinar is just the feedback. But I can feel the transformation even in the live like webinars in the online format. like that. But I want to close this gap, and I want to just briefly, very quickly explain the essence, the things that actually, the tools, the things that work. I'm not going to explain in detail because in my other videos, you can learn that later on in my videos. So I'm not going to spend time going through that because this is just, let's say, half an hour talk or so. So, but I want to just quickly run through that, and then I want to show you how to close the gap, how to make it happen like that. So basically, these teachings, they're not rocket science, They're really simple things that really work, and they are all unhappiness, and mental condition problems, physical problems, is basically caused by too much thinking. In other words, too much thinking of the future, and that future thinking basically makes us nervous and anxious, and that non-peace creates all sorts of mental illness. Simple as that. And that non-peace creates basically fear energy in our body as well. It leaves fear energy, that non-peace energy in our body, and that it basically reduces the circulation and the flow in our body, and then the body cannot get rid of toxins good enough. It has a deficit, and the body builds up this surplus of toxins, and then it manifests in the joints and disease and organs and all sorts of problems like that. So basically, we have to bring our focus in the present moment, living present moment. That means we go through life being present, being aware. That basically helps us not just physical health and mental health, but in driving, reducing chance of car accidents and all sorts of things. Just being aware and being alert like that. So that's how you become basically peaceful and healthy. Now another way really to actually create that peacefulness and health through our mental health and physical health is through cultivating love. Because what love does is that it basically makes you feel complete and fulfilled. So you don't start to search for ways to improve your life, because you feel complete, you feel fulfilled. So therefore, that stops the searching, and that searching is basically thinking, and thinking is usually about the future, or thinking about the past, like that. It's just thinking. Thinking about the past makes you depressed, like that, or angry. Thinking about the future makes you nervous and anxiety. So that's how it works. So in short, we've got to bring our awareness, our focus to the present moment as we walk through life, every second of life like that. And that's through focusing, through focusing. Because when you focus on one point, when you focus like that, one focus, you can't think at the same time. You see, you can't think. So through focusing, they call it meditation. Cultivating love is cultivating love. Living compassionately, expressing love, being kind to humanity, nature, and ourselves. So cultivating love in that way, living selflessly. Now that's basically the essential theory. And of course healing is really in many ways we just do self-healing. It's really, in some ways, it's like a form of meditation anyway, because you're really focusing focusing in the present moment in your body, and you're clearing out negative stuff in the past, energy, and like heavy energy out of you, and you're really focusing anyway, and you're just using a bit of intention and energies, just clear that out, and just filling your being with divine love energies. So they're kind of all related, all related. I don't want to explain too much more than that in terms of the essence. I just gave you a really quick summary of like stuff that is really hard to understand, But now, then I want to go into why is it that even though I explain this, but many people not getting results still, and it's always, I know always, is because they know the knowledge and they don't put it in practice. It's always the case. It's like, if we don't put in practice, then nothing happens too much. We don't advance forward. If we just sign up in the gym, we get the membership, but we never rock up to the gym, we're not gonna get fit. We're not gonna get muscles, like that. So I want to close the gap. I want to share insights into how to close this gap, like that. First thing is we have to have faith and have conviction that these meditation, living a life of kindness and compassion and love, like that, works. We've got to have conviction that it works, like that. Because if we don't have conviction that it works, we're not going to do anything. So step one, we have to have that conviction. And to have that conviction, you really want to be exposed to people like spiritual masters, really that embodies that, lives like that, embodies that they walk through the process, the journey themselves, and now they master themselves. So that's they basically, their life vouch the result, the reality of those techniques. So their life vouches that. So what we need to do is be exposed to them, hang around them, learn from them, and practice. And that's not enough. The next is basically, when we hang around, besides absorbing the positive energies, divine energies, it does give us some evidence, conviction that someone's already done it and it works. They're happy and peaceful, like that. So once we understand that, then we need to put in practice. So build up our conviction, and we need to practice. Now, we're not our conviction is not going to go perfect straight away, unless someone is a master from past lives. They're coming back, and their conviction is very high starting out, because in some ways it's like they had a head start, like that. So, but normally that conviction has to build up. So we learn by witnessing, seeing the results, seeing examples of masters and other people who has reached that level or close to it. Once we see that, then the next we have to practice ourselves. When we start practicing, the results come. The results come without a doubt. We become more peaceful. When we meditate properly, quality meditation, not just poking around. We meditate properly. We know what we're doing, and we fine tune that art and hone it and make sure we do it correctly and do it well through practice, daily practice, like that. And that cumulative effect will start to show in our being, because every second that you're basically in the present moment, you remember your divine nature, the highest qualities, divine qualities in you. Therefore, you forget who you are not. That's all the fear and rubbish energies in you. So, when you start to practice meditation properly, daily, correctly, you start to get results. There's no other possibility. And then when you start to get results, it's like a bodybuilder. Once they start to get results in the gym, then it's impossible to keep them away from the gym because they've seen the results. They've seen the muscles in themselves, and when they stop training, the muscles shrink. They automatically go back to the gym. Nobody needs to inspire them like that. So when you get results through practicing meditation, proper meditation yourself, you will start to have more conviction. And when you have more conviction, you're like, hey, this stuff works. I feel so much more peaceful and so much more calmer. I'm sleeping better. My body feels lighter and less tension. My relationships with my children and family members and partners is so much more smooth and harmonious. Even at work, my presentation and my connection with other work colleagues, and I have more energy at work. You start to notice over time all these results start to move up, and you start to have more and more conviction like that, and then you practice more and more. So what I'm trying to say is this: what we need to close the gap between knowing the theory and practicing, living experiencing the reality of the practice, getting the fruits of your practice, like that. You're reaping after a lot of sowing and reaping, like they say, like that. I'm no farmer, but that's my little understanding of farming, like that. So basically, we have to understand first that it works. This stuff worked, When you're learning stuff from me, you're not learning garbage stuff that I'm making stuff up. I don't even know what I'm doing. No. First thing is I've walked this path myself, and I know the transformation in myself, and I know this directly from my intuition and direct seeing and knowing this ancient wisdom or ancient principles that's been tested by thousands of masters in the history, of this planet. So it's not like I'm whacking weird things out until you do stuff that who knows is going to work or not. No. This stuff works. That conviction has to be there, like that, But I can't force anybody. Because everyone has free will, free choice, and there's nothing wrong if they don't practice what I'm sharing. Nothing wrong with that, because over many years, one day, when the time is ready, they'll practice. Maybe not this life, next life, like that, and then they'll reap the fruits next life, like that. But first conviction, and then practice. Without practice, no results, like that. So, I want to emphasize something. It's so common in our society. We're constantly searching for secrets, constantly reading books on the internet, Googling, YouTubing, researching looking for secrets and learning so much secrets, But even though all those resources are available, but so few people actually get solid, lasting and consistent results like that. In the things that actually works. We're not talking about tools and techniques that don't work. That's not worthy to talk about. Things that don't work, there's no use wasting time talking about that. But things that work, but they're not producing results, See, so we have to get the conviction, practice, and then the results will slowly come. Now, a lot of time when we practice, because when we're new at this, sometimes we can't perceive the results. We have to practice a bit longer. We have to have endurance and faith. That I'll find out later on. Because when you first start, for example, playing tennis, you just hit the ball across the net, but you don't know how much you're improving because you're just brand new. Sometimes, Like, you don't know. But if someone, even though you hit the ball against the net a lot of times, and the next week the coach sees you hit the ball against the net, but they can see you actually improved. And your techniques is a bit different. You improved. Your footsteps a bit different, you know? It's better. So they can see you improvement. You may not be able to see it because you might be seeing, I'm hitting the net all the time. See? So you got to have, have patience, and practice with faith and honesty for your self-love and the love of your family, you know, to be a better, beautiful human being, you know. And besides your own, better for your mental health and physical health, if not anything else, like that. So that's what I want to emphasize. Stop, continue searching for secrets, you know. Like one master said beautifully, tons of theories has less value than 1 gram of practice. See, when we don't practice, the results aren't going to come like that. So next thing I want to emphasize is this. We've got to create a plan, a strategy, you know, a plan and a strategy to apply the knowledge, the theories, and practice. Have a plan to practice, you know. You have to plan it out. Otherwise, you just continue your daily habit and suddenly the day's over. And the next day repeats, and suddenly you want to practice but nothing happens, even though you want to practice. So have a plan. What I did, like, I didn't have a massive plan in my life on my spiritual journey, anything like that. I just kept it really simple. First thing I woke up in the morning, I sat up, I put a blanket around me, I sat up, I spent around half an hour to 45 minutes meditation. I try to go half an hour, and if I feel really good and peaceful, I'm like, oh, I'll go a bit longer, you know. And then you might go 45 minutes, 40 minutes, like that. So that's first thing. So I know before I brush my teeth, before I do anything, right, you know. If I need to go to the toilet, I go to the toilet straight away and come back, put a blanket around me. That's it. Half an hour, done. Tick, done. See, daily like that. In 365 days, imagine how many hours you've done. How much you improve like that. You hone your craft, you get better, you just become more peaceful, your concentration improves, you feel more peaceful, you love it, more conviction, everything comes from that. Now, and then throughout the day, what you need to do is, don't look for block times throughout the day, because it's not reality. Because you're blocking at 15-20 minutes. 15-20 minutes is precious. Most of our lives during the day. So we're busy. People are busy, you know, like this. So what we need to do is practice meditation. Practice just little bite size, like 1 minute here, like 10 seconds there, like that. Like, you know, 3 minutes there, 5 minutes here, like just as much as you can, like in little gaps. Don't block out time. When you're waiting at the bus stop, do the practice. When you're walking towards the train station, do walking meditation. Yeah, just when you're waiting at the bus stop, practice. You know, when you're talking to someone, practice mindfulness meditation, like that. Yeah. So any chance when you're waiting in the train station, you know, instead of constantly being on social media, nothing wrong. Like, you can do a little bit of social media, but just spend maybe before you start on social media. So just practice a bit of meditation for 5 minutes. That way you can be more calm and peaceful and ready to tackle any negativities comes up from the social media to protect yourself. You know, I'm not joking there, but it's true. And then at the end of social media, spend 5 minutes, before your train station comes. Where you get off, just do some meditation practice, like that. That way you cleanse any negativity energies that you picked up from social media, like that. Anyway, but you get my point. Like that. And then at night, try to meditate. I meditate half an hour before I sleep. On my spiritual journey, I used to do that. And of course, sometimes at night you get so tired from work and all sorts of things, and you're like, but you just focus. You're like, no, I'm gonna focus, you know. And then if you focus so well, and then suddenly you feel so sleepy, and then when you close your eyes, you're going to sleep like that. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. A lot of people struggle sleeping, so that's a good thing, you know. Like that, you feel so calm and peaceful. So just lay down, you sleep like that. Instead of staying the next hour, an hour and a half thinking rubbish, you know, in your head, and you can't sleep and worrying. So anyway, and throughout your life, throughout moments here and there, you should pray to God. Whichever religion you're from, it doesn't matter. You should pray. Or even if you have no religion, just pray. Just pray to whatever you believe in. Pray to the sun. Pray to whatever you believe in. So it's something beautiful, you know, beautiful. Like, pray for help, you know, for grace, for blessings. You know, we all need blessings. You know, I need blessings. Everyone needs blessings. When I heal people, if I have no blessings from God or from humanity, my healing will be rubbish. Nothing's gonna happen. You know, nothing's gonna happen. See, we all need grace and blessings. So pray for help, like that. And everyone you meet in your life, try to be gentle and kind. Just gentle, and when I say kind in actions, but sweet voice, sweet talk. Not sweet talk in a negative way. Not like don't sweet talk anybody. I'm talking about just a sweet tone, sweet voice, and calmness, like that. Just these things alone. Just these things alone. You're gonna start to produce results, you know, like that. And of course, also, I nearly forgot, you know, such important things. Go and watch all my healing webinar replays, you know. So just continue, just heal yourself. You're not actually healing yourself. I'm healing you. You're just watching the video, closing your eyes, and just feeling the connection, just feeling yourself receiving the healing. Like, it's for free, it doesn't cost anything, like that. Just a tiny bit of bandwidth, which you're probably already paying per month anyway, like that. You're not paying extra money, and you benefit. Do that healing. Go watch my self-healing mantra and learn how to do self-healing. Doing that mantra where I heal you through that way. I love that, you know. And just go watch all my videos, and just that way it just really brings a nice how to say, a positive vibe. Like, it's really a calmness and love, like transmitting through my heart, through my love for you, like through my teachings. It's not just words, it's my love coming through for you. So do that. Oh my God, I'm giving you so much to do. But we're just gonna do it, you know? It's like the Nike logo, you know? The slogan, just do it. Just do it. That's it. And the result's gonna come. Everything will take care of itself after that. So that's really honestly how you close the gap between just having so much knowledge of what I teach you, you know, like so much knowledge, but not producing results, not there's no result, continuing results in you, like that, of deep peace and glowing energy and beautiful, just strength and health and happiness and love in your heart, like that, and the love humanity, love yourself, love your family, just happy on your journey, like that, you know. Anyway, that's what I want to share overall, you know, because I've taught a lot during these webinars series. I just want to wrap it up with any possibility that it doesn't work. Like, how can something I know that works in anybody? There's no other way, because these are not these are principles, eternal truths that works. So there's no other possibility, you know? So I want to close that gap, and I hope this talk makes you reflect on where you're at. Not pressure, anything like that. Pressure doesn't work. It's out of understanding and self-love and love humanity that makes us take action, and therefore get results. It's not pressure like that. But I hope this talk gives you insight into closing the gap wherever you are towards producing a more happy, peaceful and healthy life that we all deserve. We all deserve, And if everyone does that, we will have a beautiful planet. It's just a planet of peaceful people. There's no need to have meetings and UN, anything like that. Everyone will be peaceful. There's no need to organize something to get peace because everyone's already peaceful. That is already achieved. So try your best. Try your best. It sounds like I'm giving you a bit of pressure there, but try your best. Try your best. And there's no reason why. This stuff is easy stuff. It's easy stuff, really. Just easy stuff done consistently over time produce results. Like that, that's all. Anyway, I end my talk there. I'm out of steam with that topic. I can't say no more. I wish you all the best. So we'll have Q&A now. So Prema's going to ask me some questions. Just going to switch the mic.
Sri Avinash, we'll take our first question today from Sylvia in the US. And she wants to know, how do I heal my chronic insomnia?
You see, insomnia, it's not just your insomnia problem, Sylvia. It is, I'm telling you, almost the whole planet has sleeping problems. I'm telling you, at least 50% of the planet has sleeping problems, like that. So that's a very, very good question that I really wanted to answer in these webinars, actually for a long time. So I'm glad you asked that question on behalf of many, many people out there. So I'll try my best to answer that. So first thing, let's keep it really simple. Basically, when you can't sleep properly, what that means is your body is too awake. As simple as that. Either your body is in physical pain, which means it keeps you awake, or you're not in physical pain, but your whole body is just awake. That means there's too much adrenaline. There's too much nervous energy in your being. Like that. And now, let's look at the cause of that. Like, where's this nervous energy? There's so much nervous energy that you just can't switch it off. And then the nervous energy calms down. Like turn off the computer. And suddenly the power goes out, and then shut down slowly, and then no power, and the computer goes to sleep. Not quite sleep, but turns off, and then the computer is truly asleep. Like that. So, we can't switch off like that. We don't know how to switch off. It's not that we can't, we just don't know how to, and we're not experienced enough, and we don't have the conviction. We haven't done it well, like that. You see, first thing is I want to say is this. Sleeping is a natural process. Nobody needs to learn how to sleep properly. Sleeping is a natural process. A baby just falls asleep. Nobody teaches a baby how to sleep. Now, but as we get older, we learn so much rubbish in life, basically. We have so much expectations from society, and how we should be, how we should be, what we need to achieve in life, like what we need to what we need to do, what we need, like how we we need to be a millionaire by the time we're 30, like how we should look, if we work as a cleaner, that's low job. If we're famous and people throw millions of dollars at you, you're successful. So all these kind of self-judgments and expectations, basically, these conditioning, they're called conditioning. These conditioning, these rules, how we should be, it clogs up our system. And then when we lay down to sleep, I mean, it's not just when you're sleeping. Throughout the day, it's going off, thinking this, thinking that, thinking this, thinking that, throughout the day. And then when we lay down to sleep, it's just continuing. That's all, like that. So, what we need to do to be able to sleep well is we've got to stop that thing that caused that negative energy. So what we have to do is clear out daily in our daily life. We have to clear out these past thoughts, negative thoughts, past. That's the thought. It has formed energy form and has been stored in our system, in our mind, in our organs. It's everywhere in our body, like that. See, when I heal someone, I can feel that energy in them straight away. I can feel it's like a nervous, dark energy, like that. We have to clear that out of our system, and then we have to do meditation practice, and live kindly, compassionately, with love and selflessly. And we see that those two things, that will cleanse out that fear energy out of our system, like that. So that's what we need to do daily. And now, when we continue doing that, what happens is we clean out. We have less, like for example, if you have a whole, let's say like a whole big bin that that each week you tow down to, you take in the front of your house, and the garbage truck picks it up, lifts it up and dumps it in the truck, that big bin. If you have that big bin full of rotten food in your house, somehow, that's going to stink a lot more than if you have just a little tiny bin like that with rotten food. It's going to stink much less if you have a little bin with full rotten food compared to that big bin this tall. So what we need to do is we have to clean all the stuff out of the big bin out, and keep on going towards that little bin and clean out the little bin as well. Let the garbage truck take the lot away, and we have to do that through meditation and kind and selfless living, like that. And now, when we're sleeping, see, that's proactive. But when we're trying to sleep, we can't sleep. What you need to do now is, because that kind of smell is there for the past there, then what you need to do is you got to block your nose. No joke. You got to block your nose like that. Like, not literally block your nose. You got to, in other words, you have to block that negative energy thinking out of you in that moment. You have to try your best to block it out, and you block it out by meditating, by just being calm and peaceful, by focusing in meditation. The breath meditation, you can learn my self-healing mantra meditation. That's so easy. That self-healing mantra meditation, so many people have practiced that, and it helps them with their sleep. They've told me, so many people, that breath meditation as well. So many people have practiced that, and they benefit from that, and that helps them with with their sleep. It helps them with their sleep. Like both methods. Learn from my videos if you don't know. Go watch my videos. Go on the website and watch my videos and learn, and go to my my YouTube channel and watch all the videos and learn how to meditate properly. And do the daily healing, my one world healing replays. That will help to cleanse the negative energies out of you, like that, and daily. And before you sleep, if you can't sleep, straight away, press play and watch the replay. Just watch the replay like that. And actually, this is the only time that I would advise to watch a replay in this manner. Normally you should sit up and watch the replay, otherwise you'll fall asleep easily because you're so calm, peaceful, you fall asleep. But if you're trying to sleep, if you have insomnia issues, I would advise you lay down, and watch the replay. Watch the replay, because if you feel so peaceful and you fall asleep, I guess that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's what you want, like that. But normally, don't do that. If you like, don't do that. Because you really want to just participate in the healing and feel the energy being absorbed into you. Because you want to, you benefit a lot more by being aware of it and by participating in it and knowing the energy is coming to you. If you fall asleep, the healing will go through energy, like your house and everything, like that. But which is beneficial. But it's better if it goes straight into you, like that, like that. I think I've opened up a possibility. People should be, everyone will be playing these replay videos, and all the families, stop playing that video all day. The partners be saying that. just take it easy. Don't overdo it. Like that. Respect your family space. Like that. I'm only joking there, but. Really, I share with you many things, many things. Last thing I'm going to say is be strong. Be strong. Just decide. I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to worry anymore. I'm just going to drop it. I'm not going to think about it. No more. Like, whatever is in my mind, I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to worry about it. If I have a speech tomorrow or a job interview tomorrow, or whatever, or I'm going to work with someone that I have conflict with, I'm going to work tomorrow with that person, I have to work in the same room with that person. Don't think about it. Try your best. Not easy. Don't think about it. Just drop it. But the easiest way is do what I've said, and the healing. The self-healing mantra, the breath meditation, and the wonderful being practice. I've given you so many tools. Go practice that. Not just you, Sylvia. Like everyone who's watching this, they should really be doing that. And over time, when you practice being proactive and practice cleansing all the rubbish out of you, and then you only got a small bin left, and a bit smelly. So I'm a little bit smelly, not too much. Then, even though you're not that experienced, imagine you're not very experienced, like practicing meditation or whatever. Then just when you do a bit of meditation, it will start to be easier for you because you've got less burden, basically. So in short, basically, clean out the stuff beforehand, and while you're sleeping. Do those things that I share with you, and over time, you become more calm, and you will sleep better. It will be overall improvement. And if for whatever reason it's more intense for you from life troubles in 1 day and 2 days, it doesn't matter. Just try your best, and over the long scheme of things, you'll be moving up, more peace, more. Don't worry about the temporary 1 or 2 day choppy. Look at the long haul and the upward curve, like that, and you'll sleep a lot better. That's my suggestion to solve any sleeping difficulties, chronic or not, like any, like that. Besides sleeping, you'll improve every other aspect of your life as well, not just about sleeping. They're all related, like that.
Thank you. Again from the States, Hernendu would like to know, is everything in our life predetermined?
In my understanding, in my intuition, my perception, I feel that everything in life before we came is predetermined. everything. Like, all the people we meet, all the circumstance we're going to face, you know, and all the place we're going to be at, it's all like predetermined. It's all predetermined, like that. Like, now, what is not predetermined is like how we respond to a situation. For example, let's say what's predetermined might be someone's gonna. I want to share a silly example so it helps us remember a robust silly example, which I'm silly myself, so I like silly examples. So let's say you you love like you really like you're in love with this girl at school, at high school, you know, like that, and you say her name's Mary, and you say, like, Mary, you know, I love you. One day when I grow up, I want to marry you, and she's, how dare you? Yeah. And Mary's very shy and all that, and she's got a bit of a temper. She slaps you in the face. You know, how dare you say that? You know, like, if like, that's what I mean by silly example. It probably won't happen like that. But anyway, continue with that example. You know, now that's predetermined. You and Mary have agreed before you came, at that age, at that moment, at that location, at that minute or second, you're going to say those words and she's going to react and slap you. Even which side of the cheek she's going to slap you is already predetermined, you know, like that, you know. So, now, but what's not predetermined is how you will react to Mary. After she slaps you, like, what's not predetermined is you have so many different possibilities of reaction to her. You might think, oh my God, no one's ever slapped me in my life. Even my mother hasn't slapped me. My father has never slapped me. And this girl that I love has the guts to slap me like that. It's so embarrassing in front of my friends. Like, how am I going to get over this? See? So you could react like that. Or you could react like she can slap me, you know, one cheek, and I turn the other cheek, and she can slap my other cheek. You know, like, did Jesus teach that? You might have you might have been a beautiful Jesus disciple, beautiful, you know, and you're living Jesus teachings, amazing teachings, you know. So you know, you might turn your other cheek, and you know. But Mary doesn't slap because that's not predetermined. It's not predetermined like that, you know. So you can see, and you still think, she doesn't know how good I am. She doesn't know my pure heart, you know. She doesn't know how much I love her, you know. I don't want anything else, but I want to spend my life journey with her like that. You might have that, even though she slapped you, you might have that attitude, that feeling, and peaceful and calm. Like that. See, you have control, or the possibility is in your hand how you react. And of course, all the scenarios in the middle you can imagine between the two range, like that. That is not predetermined, you know. You have control of that, like that, and that depends on your attitude, you know, how you live your life, you know, how much. Like what makes you tick, you know? Do you want to just do you not care anybody in the world and just achieve whatever you want to achieve and own whatever you want to own, irrespective of anyone else, you know, like that? And then of course that creates separation and consciousness, and then you start to get sick and angry and, you know, and not peaceful and, you know, all sorts of things, like, you know, like, you know, it really depends on, you know, our attitude and many things, and how we live, what we practice, you know, what we cultivate in our life, what we sow, then what we will reap, like that. So see, destiny, you know, like destiny, only applies to situations, people, and places we're going to be. Essentially those three things. There's a few other little things, but essentially they're the three things. And we have control of how we react, what we choose, what we choose in the moment that we face life, what we choose, like that. When you understand what I'm saying, like that, then you have to make the most of that. You have to use wisdom to make the most of it, like that. For example, right? Like for example, so let's say you are, something bad has happened to you in your life, like that, like that. So, like something's bad. So, like instead of saying, basically you can say, look, that's destiny. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it, Like that. So it's no use me. There's no use me trying to find understanding why that happened to me. There's no use. Like use the knowledge of destiny, predetermined destiny, to know that, well, it's just destiny. I have no control of it, so I'll just drop it, and then I'll focus my energy on like how I respond to that, how I respond to that. See, like that. See, so another thing like this. Let's say someone says, like, you're bad, you got a bad attitude, and all this type of stuff, and you go, use this knowledge to your advantage. People judging you that you're bad, and hey, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how bad I am. It doesn't matter, because that is the part I have control of. I have potential to control. My destiny, I can't. I can't. Like this. But I have, the part I have control of is, how I can become a beautiful person. Doesn't matter how bad I am right now. True or not true, doesn't matter. But, I can, if I view myself as bad, I can see myself as a beautiful saint one day. Saint in the making, Buddha in the making. Like beautiful human being, the light of the world. I have the potential to take action, think the right thoughts, take the right actions, say the right words, do the right things, and live the right way to be that beautiful human being and benefit yourself, benefit the whole humanity. Now, see, now we're talking. Now we're making the most of destiny. It's not just a theory. Like, is destiny predetermined or not? And I say, some bit is predetermined, others not. That's it. That's useless to know that. Absolutely useless. We want to know that understanding, and then apply that wisdom in our life. Apply that wisdom in our life. And in that way, we benefit from that knowledge, like that. That's my thoughts on predetermined destiny.
Our third question comes from Fie in the Netherlands, who would like you to explain how to deal with guilt.
Guilt is terrible. Guilt is terrible. Guilt is basically the worst emotion a person can have. Like these terrible emotions of anger, sadness, and there's many terrible energies like that. But guilt is the worst, because guilt, it really starts to kind of eat from inside you. It just makes you sick from inside. Guilt is terrible. Okay, now that's established. Now that's established, it's the worst emotion pretty much you can have. Now let's look at how to get rid of it. You see, to get rid of it, to get rid of it, guilt is basically what it is believing. When you were young growing up, most likely, and of course during adult years as well, but when you're young growing up, you believe others, adults and others, to say, when you do these things, then it's bad. And then so you've done those things, and therefore, oh my God, that's bad, that's terrible, that's terrible, terrible. Like that, oh my God, that guilt. Like that. Now, many people, we all done bad things in life, we all done bad things in life, so that's status quo. We've all been through that, that's not something to debate, discuss about. We've all done bad things in our life. Now, just because we've done bad things, everyone's done bad things, that doesn't mean everybody has guilt. You see? I've done bad things in my life, but I don't have any guilt at all. In my life, I have zero guilt. Zero guilt. Like this. Like that. So, but I'm sure many others done bad things like me growing up. Like this. When you're young, you don't know what you're doing. You do bad things. And then people say that you're bad, and then guilt comes. Like that. Like that. So, I know in my life, like, people have said all sorts of things, all sorts of things. Like, of course, that bad boy and stuff like that's common. Common, like this. Like, I've done silly things, I know you wouldn't believe. I shouldn't be sharing these things, but I've thrown even paper at the teacher. Like when they're actually, in the classroom, don't do that. You make sure you don't do that. Like, that's not good. But I was attention seeking when I was in high school a little bit, showing off, to other people. This other girl I liked in high school and showing off, and attention seeking, and threw paper at the teacher, the poor teacher. Oh my God, like this. But I have no guilt. I have no guilt, because I know that bad things I've done, But I have no guilt, because I don't believe, I don't believe that I'm a bad person. Now, listen carefully for a moment. Listen carefully. Doing bad things and being a bad person is two different things. It's two completely different things. When you do bad things, and you feel you're a bad person, then guilt comes. Guilt comes. Like that. But when you do bad things, and you face it, you face it. See, guilt is when you do bad things and you believe it and you don't want to see it. You don't want to face it. So therefore, you're never able to clean it out. You're never able to clean it out. When you feel guilty with whatever in your life or whatever bad things that you've done, know that they're the actions. It's like Gandhi says, hate the action, don't hate the person. If someone does bad thing towards you, hate the action, don't hate the person. Like that. Hate your action, don't hate yourself. Like that. And when you have that decision, I've done bad things in my life, but it's not me. It's not me. I know in me there's goodness in me. I know I'm full of goodness. I've done so many kind things in my life, I've been so nice to so many people in my life. I've been such a helpful person, like that. Like I've helped so many people, like I am in my being. Like I know I'm a good person, and if I'm unsure of that, all the great masters say so. That our nature is divine, absolutely clean and perfect. It's just a bit of dust on the surface. You just get the feather dust, and just dust it off, and that mirror is shiny and clean, like that. That's who we are. We're shiny and clean by our nature, like that. So, drop that guilt, drop that self-judgment, and anyone who calls that in us, forgive them, because they don't know what they're doing. They don't know. They try their best. They don't know. Intention or not, they don't know. Forgive them. Let go, like that. Another thing I would say, is, like I always say, with all my teachings, you know, live compassionately, live kindly, you know, practice meditation, do self-healing, like that, to cleanse out that dormant, that it's kind of like chewing gum, it's stuck in you, that guilt in you, the energy form, you have to get rid of it. Cleanse it out. Energetically clear it out through healing and meditation and living selflessly and with compassion and kindness, like that. So that is the way. That is the way. And over time, guilt will go. You won't feel guilty over time. I guarantee you that. Just over time, the guilt will go.
Right, Issa from Canada wants to know, where do you channel your energy from?
Basically, from everything, everything comes from the source or God, whatever you call it, whatever words you call it. It comes from that source, everything. All the power, it's the same source that created, manifested the whole universe. So therefore, the source manifested me and all of you, you know? Like, the source created everything, like that. So, and it's not just create like separately, just like we appear like that. See, the source created us out of the source, like essence, you know. It's almost like the metaphor that comes to me now is almost like if God, you know, if God was the ingredient, we are the cake. We are the cake, because all the ingredients goes in, right? That's God, right? That's the stuff that makes up us, and then the creation of that is the cake. So we are the cake, you know. We are this delicious cake, you know, and God is the ingredients, you know. But the cake it looks different, but the ingredients in the cake and the ingredients is inseparable. It's exactly the same thing, right? If you chuck the ingredients in the dirt in the garden and you chuck the cake, the baked beautiful delicious cake in the garden, you don't eat it, just throw it in the garden, both is going to return to the dirt exactly the same stuff, like that. So, see, we are made of the same stuff as the source, like that. So therefore, now with me, see, the only difference is somehow God has blessed this silly boy, you know. Somehow God has blessed this silly boy to remember that. Somehow I know that, I remember that, you know. I remember that. So therefore, when I'm healing people, and what people call healing power or whatever, I can feel it's coming from within me, you know, from within me, coming through me. The energy comes through, and it comes through to the other person, or whatever I'm doing, like that. But see, when I'm doing that, I'm not seeing myself as separate from God or separate from the source. I'm seeing myself as that one. I'm the cake. God is the ingredients. We're the same stuff. Like, that's how I feel. It's not an opinion. That's how I feel my being. So that's how I feel. So therefore, when I send the energy out, then that energy is actually God's energy. You know, that's the source energy coming through. But I can't separate myself. Like, it's coming through me, and I know it's not this boy that's healing you. You know, it's not this boy's power. You know, it's not this boy's power. It is that source within me, which is not separate from the source in the whole universe, in every atom, you know, in the whole universe, you know, like that. So that power comes from the source, like that. And I want to share just one other thing, you know, for all of us to know. It's important to know this. When we think that power is ours, is my power. I'm talking about like individual, like you're by yourself. You're thinking that it's me, it's my power. Then immediately what happens is that will immediately separate you from the source, because what you're saying is you're separate from the source. What you're saying is the ingredients and the cake is different. So therefore, the power is coming from the ingredients. It's not going to go through the cake. Your cake's going to be a rubbish cake. Like that. So if we think that it's us doing everything, we're achieving everything. So what we're doing there is we are disempowering ourselves. We're weakening ourselves like that, you know. So it's critical. If we want access that power in us, see the power in me, in you, the power in me is no different than the power in you. Because it's the same ingredient. Once you got the same ingredient, you can bake all different cakes. You know, it depends on how you make it. Like your sponge cake, your carrot cake, and whatever. You know, like that. Like that. You know, it's important to know that the attitude to think that we are separate, that we are doing the healing, we are becoming rich, we are successful, we are powerful, that will destroy our own health, that will destroy our own peace, and destroy the peace of everyone around us, you know, because that disturbance energy, because that connection, when we're one with the source, that divine energy of love, peace, joy, happiness, gratefulness, love that, you know, will come in us. And then everyone else benefits like that. But the power, in short, comes from the source, like whatever name you call it, that's where it comes from. So that ends my my Q&A. So now we're going to finish off this webinar with the Meet the Divine Infusion. Such a long name. I should have named it much shorter. It's so hard for me to remember. I make it hard for myself. I've got instruction to switch the mic. Oh. Is that the game? No. Okay, got it right. Okay. So, close your eyes. And feel yourself receive the transmission. I'm going to pull your energy, your focus, and just go with me with this. Just go along. I'm going to pull your energy towards your heart. It's going to cleanse a little bit some negative energies around your heart area before I continue. So now I'm going to merge your energy, your being, to your soul. Now I'm going to expand your energy, essence, throughout the whole universe. Now I'm going to bring that in your soul to meet God or the Creator, the Source. So right now, your soul is right in front of the Source, God. Feel God's love for you. Notice how the Creator looks at you, how God looks at you. Like the most precious thing in the whole universe. Feel that right now. Feel God cheering you on and blessing you on your journey. And commending you for your courage on this beautiful but challenging journey. Feel that beautiful divine connection. That has never been severed. Feel God's pure love for you. No forgiveness needed in whatever you have done. Only sees you as pure love and perfection. Now, it's going to merge your soul essence to the source's essence that you experience, that connection, that oneness. Feel your consciousness expanding throughout the whole universe. One with the source, expanding. know that you'll never become, you're never the same again. After this meeting, you're never the same again. You know you have that divine connection. You know that by your nature you're a beautiful being. You remember that. Feel how nice that feels. How peaceful that feels. Having that connection with the source. I'm just going to pull you back to your everyday consciousness. But remember who you are. Remember your divine nature. Remember your connection with the source. You can gently open your eyes now. And we'll end the transmission. So that ends the Wisdom and Awakening transmission. I should say Wisdom and Awakening webinar. I think I'm not back yet myself. That's funny. So that ends the Wisdom and Awakening webinar. Thanks for joining me in this beautiful webinar that I really love. And I hope you benefit from this webinar and you had fun in the process. And do look after yourself out there and take care. And I wish you all the best. Until next time, take care.
I see the joy you bring, and all I want to do is to serve you. I see the joy you bring, and all I want to do is to serve you. Sadesham Spas at your feet. I see the fulfillment you bring, and I lay my gratefulness at your feet. Savesham swasti bhavatu, Savesham shanti bhavatu, Savesham purnam bhavatu, Savesham mangalam bhavatu. I see the growth you inspire, and I am happy to be alive. I see the growth you inspire, and I am happy to be alive. Savesham swasti bhavatu, Savesham shanti bhavatu, Savesham purnam bhavatu, Savesham mangalam bhavatu. I see the growth you inspire, and I am happy to be alive. I see the growth you inspire, and I am happy to be alive. Savesham swasti bhavatu, Savesham shanti bhavatu, Savesham purnam bhavatu, Savesham mangalam bhavatu.
You can feel it. It's magical, and you just like, you want to be there. I was like, I don't want to leave it. I just don't want to go anywhere.
And there was a sense of joy and also excitement.
That power, that feeling, that is just out of this world.
It's just life-changing, I think. Everything's life-changing with him.
It was incredible feeling, an incredible state to feel the stillness, the calm, the peace, the connection with everything.
About a minute into it, I just completely relaxed, and yeah, you just completely, your mind's just really clear, no thoughts. It's just kind of just that moment of bliss. It was great.
It was like that bliss and really connecting with God. And I think I said, oh my God. It was just the purest, most gentle but divine feeling I've ever had in my life.
Oh no, that was just so special. I don't even know if I could put that into words, but I can feel myself misting up when I think about it. It was profound and so special.
It's just joy coming through, and it's amazing. It's powerful. It's very powerful.
His ability to share his Satori state and clear through all the many people's blockages that sit with him is very unique. I don't know of anyone else that can do that.
When Sri Avinash does this, you feel the energy instantly. Yeah, the calmness and the peace.
His passion and his love just drive the energy to come within you, and then you're able to relax and actually receive it?
Well, he's the guiding force. You can see that that he controls that divine energy and he can direct it. Yeah, and that's what's so special about him, I think.
It was amazing. The energy was so strong. Sri Avinash said I was on my divine couch. And I felt there was nothing else in the world that mattered. It was just total peace.
Love. Pure, unconditional love. And that's when I started crying, was because I just felt my heart expand. And to me, that's what God feels like.
Sri Avinash is saying that's your soul, that's who you are. And to see that and feel that and share that is just beautiful.
Not only me, but Sri Avinash can, with his sheer resonating power, can just take one after the other, an entire room full of people, and with varying times, give everybody that experience, or at least close to it. Is just, there's no doubt in my mind. I wasn't even sure what I was chasing until that moment, and now I know what I'm chasing.
I mean, you can feel the depth of wisdom that he's communicating, but he's so down to earth, he's so earthy, he's so real. The examples that he uses, they're so funny, but they're also so relatable. So it just disarms you and charms you, and also it makes it, I can believe because he's like me. So I can believe, and look what he's able to achieve, it just empowers me. It's very empowering, the way that he teaches.
What did it do to you when person after person had these issues from whatever pain level to zero through the healing?
Just witnessing that, you're witnessing miracles, you're witnessing miracles. And, we've been brought up with miracles, everybody knows the story of Jesus and what, he was able to achieve. Well, I witnessed that this weekend again and again and again. I witnessed people being healed right there on the spot. And it's this just amazement, and I just was just completely restored. My faith is restored. I think he's phenomenal. There is no doubt in my mind. He is an incredible healer. He's totally next level. Very, very powerful. There's a lot to learn from this man. In that short space of time, you can really feel it's tangible. The energy is tangible that we're able to transmit. And this is without much practice. This is, some people transmitting this powerful energy have never ever tried to heal someone before. So it's quite powerful. He can reach anybody with his message. And once he's reached you with the message, that's it. It's in you. And that power is within you. If you're thinking about attending, a program with Sri Avinash, don't hesitate.
What did you think of the masterclass? How was it?
I love it. The simplicity, the wisdom. I can do it, and I already did do some, but it's more of a an unlocking the door and say, this is how it's done. Go for it.
Sri Avinash was awakening the ancient great healer in you. Did that move you? How did that impact you?
Massively. Yeah, as soon as we closed our eyes and he said, move into the heart. I just broke into tears and I just couldn't stop crying. Really deep emotion. I just feel that it's in me, and he's waking it up, and it's there. I can just feel it. It's an absolute must. I really do. Just such profound, simple wisdom that everybody needs to hear. If you're seeking some help and some truth, and you want to feel, the truth inside you, just give it a go. Give it a go. Yeah. And the simplicity makes it so great for anyone to learn and adopt into their lives and use for themselves and for others. So yeah, I think it's brilliant. I really loved it. It's just truth and love and honesty, and he truly wants to help everyone. You could just feel it. You got to experience it to be there, And I highly recommend it. It's a must.
Beautiful just to be amongst his presence and other beautiful souls here as well. So a real true connection with people gives you the confidence with his guidance to know that you can make a real difference to other people, and they feel it, and you feel it too. I like his teaching style. It's light-hearted but serious when it needs to be, with a really good intention and undertone to what he's doing. Easy to learn. Yeah, it probably much more simple than I imagined. Yeah, no symbols, no. It's all energy and intention, as he says. Simple as that. I would say if he's around, attend anything that is going. So, yeah, even if you don't think you want to be a healer, just being amongst him and learning how to heal yourself is powerful in itself.
Do you feel like you're able to go home and heal now?
Yeah, sure do.
It was beautiful and very rewarding. No matter what you've done in the past, this is a new chapter that will open up for you. I can feel it, I know it. I could see the person's glow come in their face as he was passing on energy, with Scott, the movement in his body, lining up his spine, taking pressure off his neck and so forth. You could see that actually happening, his body adjusting. I'd recommend it to anyone that was interested in this line.
This weekend has just been the biggest eye-opener. I am just full of peace, love, glowing big, empowered big. Yeah, that just fills your whole being. And you know it's there, you know what it's for. And to go with that, it just leads on to your healing, which I didn't even know I could do, which the feedback I've had today from the healings that I gave other recipients was no more words can explain, but incredible. And I'm very proud and very grateful to have that gift. And I'll be telling everyone. It's just amazing. I'm really taken aback that, yeah, I did that, really? Yeah. To watch him and Gus was just mind-blowing. To see him, his body contorting and moving, and then him stand up and say, I've got no pain. The same as Scott did. He nearly did a somersault, a yoga stand on the floor. And he's a beautiful man. He's been in pain for nearly 30 years and he's got no pain. And just to see the look on his face, as Master said, you can see it. People's face changed. He looked 20 years younger. All the stress was gone from his face. He had colour. He was just glowing. He was just beautiful. I even gave him a big hug because I was so happy for him. Yeah. But his training is just very down to earth. He talks to the everyday man, the everyday woman. It's just, this is how it is, this is the way it's done. And he's showing you himself how it's done. Anyone considering a masterclass, Don't hesitate. I did. Sorry I did. Anyone that sees the opportunity to go straight away. It will change your life.
Angelina, may I ask you, what's your condition that you'd like me to do the healing for you? What's the situation? Your situation?
So my lower back is quite debilitating. So I'd like that to at least lessen the pain that I'm in.
Yep. May I ask you that back pain? Is it out of 10? What would be the pain right now?
5, 6.
5, 6.
Yeah.
Okay, 5, 6 out of 10. May I ask you what's the cause of that? What happened? What happened in your life?
So I got caught in a lift. The doors of the lift closed. The power went, and so there was no sensors on the lift.
Yeah.
So I panicked, and I was trying to hold the lift open. And then when the lift when the doors opened, I fell backwards, but I felt like a elastic breaking in my back. So it was immediate.
You fell backward onto the ground.
I didn't fall onto the ground, but you know when you're pulling, let go. Yeah.
Oh, let go.
So I fell backwards against the other door. But I felt immediately like a elastic breaking in my back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And do you have X-rays and all that?
Yeah, I've had MRIs.
Yep. What do they say?
The MRIs are showing that there is a bulge in L5, and that it's pressing against a bone. So the bone's pressing. Well, the bulging disc is pressing against the bone.
How long ago?
3 years, or just 3.5 years actually. Yeah.
Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try my best to heal that at L5. Did you say?
Yeah.
Other spots are fine.
L5 and S1.
Okay, close your eyes and just feel yourself receive the healing energy. So first, I'm just going to cleanse the energy field with divine love is great energy to cleanse. Okay, now I'm going to go to the actual focus on the S1 and L5, healing it up. And just see it mend. And then I'm going to just pull the spine out, leave a tiny bit of a gap. And then it's going to will the body and just will the body to just produce new damaged bits and just see it mend together, and then not just straighten it in the right position. But obviously, I'm not a doctor. I don't know what the right position means, but God knows that. Source knows that. You understand? That's what I'm saying. God is the healer, not me. I'm just doing these things, but God knows what's the right position, everything. You understand? Yep. Okay, Angelina, can you open your eyes for a moment? Do you feel any change to your pain level in that area? Okay, stand up and see. Yeah, just do whatever you normally do to see if there's any change.
This is the first time in 3 years it's gone.
It's gone. do further tests just to make sure.
Sorry?
Like what? Like, or you stand up, you know straight away.
So I can tell straight because if I lean into it, I can't lean into the mat. But
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. How does that feel?
Feels amazing.
You reckon you're going to even become even a better mum?
Probably.
It's like, doesn't she look like she's got herself back? It's not just back pain gone, but it's kind of, she's bright, she's peaceful, she's happy, you know. Anyway, it's not for showing off, just to show you what this healing can do.
So the injury was on my L5 and S1, which is the lower back. So there's a bulging disc that is bulging because of the injury, and has been causing me a lot of pain for the last 3.5 years. Sometimes bedridden, sometimes painkillers, heat packs, but very debilitating. Just every day, and I guess I've just got myself conditioned to the pain, and so to come here and have that healing done was amazing.
Mm. And after that healing, how do you feel now?
I feel great. I feel obviously the physical side. I have no pain in my lower back for the first time in 3.5 years. Like there is no pain.
What's it like to walk around?
It feels great, and it feels surreal. Like every now and again I go to sort of protect it and then go, oh, it's okay. So, it's quite emotional for me because I didn't want to get surgery.
Was that scheduled for you, was it?
That would be, yes, they were looking at scheduling that in the next few weeks. So to walk around now and have no pain, it is surreal. I'm almost sort of thinking, is it only temporary? Is it like one of those injections? Will it come back? But I did have a very open mind about that, and I did, made up my mind last night that if I was asked to volunteer, I would.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Good on you. So, on a daily basis, the pain that you were experiencing in your lower back as a result of that injury, could you tell me what was that on the scale of 1 to 10 usually?
It would vary depending on what day of the week. So further down the week, it would be worse. But usually about a 6 by the evening. So that was, sometimes it would be an 8. I've had weekends where I can't get out of bed. And so that, that's been quite traumatic for me, where you sort of worry about becoming crippled, or, you can't do what you want to be able to do physically. Yeah.
And so when you came in today, what would you say the pain level was at in your lower back?
That was about a 5 or a 6 today. And yeah.
Yeah, and so you were picked to receive the live demonstration, and it didn't go on for very long.
No.
How long would you say it was? I was thinking.
I guess 10 minutes.
That would be my estimate as well, about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So what went through your mind when you realised you were sitting down and after 10 minutes of receiving Sri Avinash's healing, you just noticed no pain in your back anymore?
Well, it was more when I stood up, when he asked me to stand up, and then that's when I could do the real test on it. I could feel that it was sitting, that there was no pain, but it's more so when I put my weight on it that I can feel the pain, and when I put my weight on it, it wasn't there.
So today's healing,
it's just profound. It's changed my life. I feel like going out and doing a cartwheel if I could. I don't think I could. Not now. When I was younger, I could. But I just feel like jumping, the Toyota ad. Yay!